What is up, everybody out there on YouTube? The day has come, as you can see, or not. I'm about to get all my stuff. All right, the contract is complete, so I'm out of here. It's been a good run, man. You know, but unfortunately, I fulfilled my end of the deal, so now it's time to get out of here. Get my stuff in the car, but when I come home I have to unplug the battery, because when I come back the battery be dead. Plug the battery in. Now I should be able to get to the trunk. It's official. I am done with CR England. My contract is complete. I fulfilled my contract, so I actually am going on to another company. I'm going to lease on to another company as an owner operator. So look for the video for that, with me going to actually pick up a truck and where I get the truck from and things like that. Also, if you guys want to see, you know, what I was able to make within my contract period, let me know. Let's get this video to 100 likes. If we get this video to 100 likes, I will definitely show you guys, you know, my paychecks, every single check that I was able to make from the time that I was in training to becoming a trainer with CR England. My overall experience with CR England wasn't all that bad. You know, just like any other company, you know, they have their, you know, their situation that you feel like you just want to be out. Not to mention they're also one of the lowest paying companies, you know, in the industry compared to the other ones. So I get why people leave. But me, I was able to stick it out, make sure I fulfill my contract, so I didn't owe any money. I didn't have to go down that road with them. I was able to, you know, go a different route and able to do other different things to make money while I was with the company. All these companies, you know, if you're not an owner operator or you're working for somebody, they all have situations, they all have issues. People tend to go from company to company thinking it's going to be different, but you know, to go from one company to the next as a company driver, you know, it doesn't make any sense unless you're going from CR England to another company. I understand that, but most of the companies, they're paying anywhere between 38 to 42 cents per mile. If you go to a smaller company or some bigger companies, you can get 45 cents per mile, but that's all you're going to really get as a company driver. And of course you get dental and medical benefits as well and things like that. So depending on what you consider to be good money depends on, you know, whether you should be a company driver. Me personally, I wanted both. I wanted to make good money and have, you know, a work-life balance, being home with the kids. So becoming an owner operator by leasing my truck or leasing, being a lease operator, whichever one you want to call it, is giving me that flexibility. I can run the same miles within my region. Because as a solo driver, let's face it, you can only run 200 miles probably max, depending on how fast you can go and road conditions and traffic and things like that. But on the average, you're probably going to average around 2,700 miles a week. Now, to me, why would I have to run from, let's say, Georgia to California to Texas to Washington, Oregon and all that to get 2,700 miles when I could just do loops? You know, I could go from, you know, Florida, Georgia, you know, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, you know, Arkansas, Texas, you know, in Mississippi, stay in that little region and getting the same 2,700 miles. And then occasionally with the company that I'm going with, they have a load board. So let's say I get tired of running that same route and I want to go to California, I just pick a load and I go over there. So that's definitely an angle that I want to go, far as, you know, having that flexibility to do what I want. So that's why I am turning on operator in just 9 months from getting my CDL, working with CR England and all this stuff. You know, if you guys want me to show you from the time that I was in training to becoming a trainer with CR England how much money I was able to make check by check, you're gonna see some, if you guys get this video to 100 likes, you will see on there that, you know, some weeks I made $100, $200, stuff like that. Those were the weeks that I went home for home time. So so you can't really count those weeks, but to see what I was getting consistently on a weekly basis, I'll actually go through it with you on which stage that I was in, like whether I was in training, whether I was with a partner, or whether I was, you know, running solo, because I did that too, and then, you know, became a trainer in Training Pay. So let me know what you guys think. Be sure to, you know, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Also, get this video to 100 likes. I'm going to reveal, you know, my full paychecks from the 9 months that I was with CR England. And also, the next video, which will be me getting the lease truck and everything like that. So like, comment, keep it positive. Always keep it positive. If you guys ain't got any questions, or the truck drivers out there, if you guys got any you know, any advice for me, hit me up, man. Let me know, man. I'm a student to the game, you know, I'm brand new, and I just jumped out there. Just jumped out there because I wanted more money. I wanted to make more money, more home time, which would be, you know, some people think you got to trade off. You got to be over the road to make all this money. You can't go home to make all this money. But I don't believe that is true. I believe you can balance it. You can get home and make the same money. So that's my goal. That's what I tend to do. So like, comment, keep it positive. Always keep it positive. Until next time, see you in the next video.
What I need you to do is find another way for me, yeah. And if you can't, then man, just pray for me. Cause here we go again. Up and down, I tell you, trying to fit the bricks and the sticks instead of showing on.
This is me. See, I'm the blue day. For that guy. So.
Oh shit!
Get over there.
Focus on the music.
Hey, it's beautiful out here. But it's like hella snow out here. That's it right there.
You're so wrong, a lot of people easily forget where they're coming from. I'm so grateful for all you have done. God bless your soul, but the riches of life forever hold. Nothing less, silence the burning sun. It's a blooming blessing, hey, let it flow. It's a pleasure.